I'm Dymonde. Welcome back to my channel where shadows get named and power gets reclaimed. Let masks fall, let truth stand. I read in light, not illusion. I know most people come here wanting the tea, the karmic X, the third party drama, and who's getting the karma, right? But I can't force those stories. I can only read what spirit puts on the table. And this message isn't about chasing closure through someone else's chaos. It's about remembering your voice when confusion gets loud. Spirit is showing me someone staying in a connection that's draining them, not because of love, but because starting over feels exhausting. You can sense the mass, you can feel the shift, but you're still hoping effort will fix what honesty won't. Spirit says today, clarity is confidence and communication is power. You're not communicating your needs clearly enough. You need to discuss how you feel. For some of you, you're with someone who works a lot. They're always at work. And that has become an excuse for them to not get involved or not be available or not take you on dates. There's a lack of quality time. And I feel as though you're not communicating clearly enough about that lack of quality time that's needed in this connection. Also, I feel as though they may have a hard time communicating as well. The reason why they're keeping themselves busy. For them, I feel as though it may be their energy where they feel like it's too much work to try to fix the connection, but there's some type of barrier in the communication. That I feel that that's where the communication, where the confusion comes in. It's the communication. For some of you, you may have in the past saw your parents go through struggle love, right? So sometimes when you see people go through struggle love, you start to believe that it has to be hard to have love, or in order for someone to truly love you, you have to go through all of these twists and turns. That's a lot of mind games. That's a lot of mind games. And at this point, you got to know when someone is playing in your face. For some of you, I can hear them saying, well, my parents did this and my mother and dad, they did this or they went through that, or my mom, she was there for my dad, or my dad was there for my mom when she was going through this and that. Take it how it resonates. But I feel a lot of projecting is going on, because somebody is trying to project this perfect image when in reality, when you look at it, you're saying, nah, that's trauma. If I was your mom or if I was your dad, I would have had to move on. But this is somebody confusing you because they're playing games with you and they're making you hold on. They're making you hold on by saying, well, they did it. They didn't have a problem with it. My dad worked all the time and my mom was cool with it. But whoever I'm talking to, like, you're not cool with it. There's a clock that's ticking. So, for you, it's like, okay, listen, we're on divine's timing. For some of you, you want children together. For others of you, you may have children, but you may feel as though you're raising those kids by yourself. Yeah. The confusion stops today so that the clarity comes in. Clarity needs to come in. Yeah. Confirmation. Spirit said today is a new day. It is a new day. This is my reflective truth deck that I'm about to get into. You can find this deck on my via my website. You can find the link down below in the description. I'll also have it on my Etsy, but I prefer for you to buy it via my website because then that way I don't have to pay Etsy fees. All right. So, Spirit, show me what belief is keeping this tie, keeping the collective in this cycle. Show me the belief that's keeping the collective in this cycle, other than what I'm seeing. Show me the belief that's keeping the collective in this cycle. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? It's going back to the elders. You know, somebody is comparing, saying, "This is what my mother did or my grandparents did." No, this is a new day. This is a new beginning. You know, we're in 2025. It's about being what? Spotlight couples, power couples. Something got to change. I don't know if somebody is doing all the work by themselves when we should be doing the work together. We should be building together. And it's making you very suspicious of their energy. For some of you, the suspicion is making you feel that there is a third party connection. Also because there's a lack of affection. And it seems as though whenever you say something about it, they accuse you of being clingy, over possessive, jealous. Yeah. But see, you got to trust that intuition, right? You got to trust that intuition. The divine power is there for a reason. Your intuition is your protection. You have to ask yourself, when did comfort start feeling like compromise? For some of you, take it how it resonates, because I know that this is not for everyone. But for some of you, that comfort is coming from you being... I guess you could be a stay-at-home mom or a stay-at-home dad, or someone else is they're working for the both of you, or they're working to provide for the whole family. So if that's the case, that could be the reason why we have someone that is working too much. I know that that's not for everybody. Yeah. Someone may feel like, if I don't go to work, these bills ain't gonna get paid. So this is the reason why they're working all the time, but they've become a little bit obsessed with it. Okay, that's not for everybody, but I'm picking up on that energy too. Here, show me the truth that's hiding behind too much work. Show me the truth that's hiding behind too much work. See, we got sneaky energy. You see, sometimes you gotta... You see, for some of you, you may be overthinking, because everybody's story is not the same. This is why we encourage you to get private readings when it starts to resonate very, very closely. Okay? For some of you, you know, you don't trust them, right? That's the energy behind it. You think something is going on. There's somebody that they may work with, okay? There's somebody who they may work with who you feel like the relationship is too close, or you suspect something with like a co-worker. And then you may know that this co-worker is single. I have a single energy here, and it's a feminine energy as well. So you may suspect something there. For others of you, you know, you may be overthinking, so that may not be the case. Is there anyone benefiting off of this confusion? Is there anyone benefiting off of this confusion? So we have future planning, and then we have reflecting. So it's almost as if there's something that you're trying to build towards in your future. And it seems as though that those future plans are delayed. I'm getting good news for the narc's wife, right? So for some of you, you may be married or dealing with a narcissist where everything is on their time. This overthinking energy, it could mean waiting as well. But somebody is exhausted, okay? Somebody is tired of waiting. It's something about your future. With future planning here and good news, it's something about you feeling like whatever it was you and this person had planned, or whatever you and this person have or trying to manifest together, you feel like this should have already happened. So to me, it seems as though you're confused here, like in the middle of what's blocking it, what's the holdup. So something is blocking that energy, and that's why we're getting so much confusion here. Spirit, what's blocking this energy? Show me what's going on in the center here. Something has shifted. What's changed? What is that shift? That's falling on top of this sneaky energy, huh? Seeking perfection. Everyone has flaws. Choose only 5 must-haves and deal breakers that matter. So so thank you, Spirit. So this is what they're saying. They're saying that the two of you, y'all have to be on the same page, right? You have some type of deal breakers that one person may feel like, I don't know, right? And I feel as though you have some deal breakers. This is why these are things that you need to talk about. But it's not just one of you, it's both of you. So one of you may feel like the other person is seeking perfection. You know, sometimes people may want you to level up, or they may want you to change, or they may want you to work on yourself or invest in yourself. And the other person may be thinking like, you just want me to be perfect, or you want me to be superficial. Take it how it resonates. But that's what's going on here. One person in the connection is feeling like, I don't want to rescue you. I want you to rescue yourself. You're waiting for me to save you. Yeah, someone has been too passive, and Spirit is saying, you know what? Maybe it's time that you do need to take the initiative, right? Sometimes people do get stuck in their ways. So take it how it resonates. It might be you, or it might be the person. But however it's going down, the way it's being displayed, or the way it's being delivered, the communication. That's why the first energy talked about communication. Communication is an issue in this connection. However you're being communicated to, or however you're communicating to your person, take it how it resonates, you both are making each other feel unworthy and unloved. So you got to take steps to heal your doubts about yourself. That's where it starts. It starts with that self-love. But then again, it's like you're waiting for this person to support you emotionally, but I don't know, they feel like it's too much for them. They feel like it's too much work. So it's like, I got all this work over here. I'm working out the job, or I'm running the business. And then you want me to come home and kind of hold your hand and show you and guide you and support you on doing the things that I need you to do. It's kind of like, in order for you to get to this spotlight couple or this power couple where you're trying to get to, you both have to be headstrong. You both have to be able to hold your own. And that's what I'm kind of like picking up on. I'm kind of picking up on one person is starting to feel like they're holding up both of you, when they kind of need to hold themselves up, and they kind of need you to carry your own weight for now. This is a lot. This is a lot. But there's also some stuff from the past that's being held on to. So I don't know if this person has done things to you, has betrayed you in the past, and you're not able to let go of those things in order to have a fresh start. Because in order to have a fresh start with someone, you both have to learn how to forgive. Holding on to stuff is the one of the main ways to destroy a connection. Yeah, yeah. So take it how it resonates, because someone in the connection feel that the other person is being cold towards them, and then the other person is feeling like you're being too needy, or you may be feeling like they're too needy. So take it how it resonates. But this is the reason why the connection feels incomplete. This can be the reason why you feel as though you're burning out or you're losing yourself in the connection. I have one person losing themselves. I have the other person burning out. I feel as though the two of you, you have big dreams, you have big goals. I don't know if you're already married. Take it how it resonates. For some of you, you may already be married. For some of you, you're still waiting to get married. But there's things that have to be worked on before you can get to this next level. Getting to this next level has been the main challenge for this connection, is what I'm seeing. And you know, someone has to make a choice. Either it's you or them, or the both of you come together. But making a choice as far as if you're going to stay together and make it work, or if you're going to walk away because it's too challenging. There has to be a choice. A choice needs to be made at this point. Yeah. Everybody's story is different. For some of you, you got a good person who works hard and they want to provide, but they need you to do your part. But for others of you, you may be correct about this sneaky energy. You may have someone who is a player, who is stringing you along, and you may have to move on. You may not want to break this bond, but sometimes you got to stand on business. Sometimes you got to stand on business, and you got to put yourself first, especially when it comes to what? Love triangles. Yeah, remove yourself. All right? So I'm going to leave the message right there. I'm not going to force this message because it's very clear that there's a lot of confusion. There's conversations. There's choices that need to be made. People need to figure out what's their next step, right? You got to set some standards and some boundaries. So if you feel that this is your story, if you want to go deeper, feel free to reach out to me via my website, shesgotstandards.com, to book a private reading. You can find all of my information down below in the comments. I offer rituals, I offer readings, and I also offer, I have 2 oracle decks that are available. All right. So I want to thank you for your likes, shares, and support, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Love and light. Bye, diamonds.